enjoying the nice early fall with some bounty left over from the summer. I got some clams. I've got about 2 dozen clams. I've got about 3½ cups of clam juice, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, fresh basil, tomato, lemon, and some pre-cooked ravioli. And I'm going to show you how to make a nice supper. Alright, to start this off, I'm going to take my about 2 dozen clams. I'm going to put them into a pie plate, and I'm going to chop them up with a steak knife and a regular table fork. You want to do this, just rough chop them, but don't exactly mince them too much. Alright, I'm also going to add a little bit of tomato to this pasta dish. I think it'll add a nice little depth, fresh of a flavor. You just want to kind of rough chop it a little bit. Don't have to be perfect dice, but chunk it up a little. So, alright, I'm going to heat up a little olive oil into my skillet. Let that get a little shimmery to it. We're going to put a few cloves of garlic into it, and then we'll add this clam juice with a little bit of water. Then we're going to let that reduce a little bit, and that could take anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Alright, I got this warm enough. Go ahead and put my garlic into here. Let it sizzle around some to flavor up the oil. You're not really trying to burn it or brown it. You just want to flavor up this oil real good. And you can smell it coming out in very fragrant smell here. Very simple ingredient of clams ravioli. I caught these clams taking a clam charter out by Hatteras, and it was quite pleasurable going to do that. And this is the bounty of that trip. 1.5 dozen will feed plenty. So that's about 3½ cups of clam juice. And I'm going to cut that just a little bit with water because this is very, very salty, and we want to not be overpowered by salt. So we're going to bring this up to a broth. Alright, to my broth, I'm going to add a little bit of fresh basil. Just take and break it right off into your pan. You don't need to chop it up. You just put a little bit in. Save a little bit for some garnish later. Just go in here and flavor up this broth very nice. Add just a little bit of pepper. And I believe we can add our tomatoes at this time. I'm going to bring this up to another boil and let that cook down a little bit. Alright, I've let the tomatoes cook in a little bit. Don't want to get them too mushed up. Alright, I'm going to take and put my chopped up clams in here. Just put them right on in there. Give them a little stir around. Now your ravioli only takes about 7 minutes to cook. So I'm going to let these clams cook at least 5, maybe 8 minutes before putting the ravioli in. I want them to get just a little bit tenderized. Clams are funny. Either cook them just a little bit or a long, long time. You see there's still some nice big pieces, so you'll be able to have that nice texture all through this. Alright, from the looks of it, this here looks like it's ready to have some ravioli put into it. They're nice and curled up. Just a little slow simmer. You don't want too rapid of a boil, so I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Just take it right from that package. And this will also help thicken up that sauce. So you let these just cook here for about 7, maybe 8 minutes. Get them really nice and tender. Let them soak up all that clam juice. And there you go. Turn up just a little bit, get to a little bit of a boil to it. So we'll come back in a few and see what we got. Alright, let's take a look here what we got going on. Oh my gosh, we've got some nice thickening going on. Look how nice and thickened up that is. We probably got 2-3 more minutes before they're fully cooked. I like to keep them just moving them around a little bit because it's not like they're in a rolling pot of boiling water. It's more like a cooking them into the bit. But of course, you know, they're a little parboiled, par cooked anyway. So you're just basically finishing off the cooking time. Alright, I think we've reached our time limit for cooking up this ravioli. It sure looks nice and thick, and I hope it's going to be as delicious as it looks. Alright, I'm going to pour this into a nice family style dish so it can spread out, cool off a little bit. Just kind of lay it all around, that way it's not crowding up. You see all the nice clams that are in there. I got some nice little lemon slices to go onto it. Finish pinching off my basil so it can go in there so you get a nice fresh flavor. Now, if you've enjoyed this, please share it, make a comment, and please subscribe to see what more will be coming along your way. Have a nice day and enjoy your clams.